Excuse me. Not a way to start out a live. Hello, Adrienne here with Shivers and Shenanigans and Optimized Joy. And tonight we're talking about strategy. Strategies for freedom. What you really want in your life. Whether it's a business, a relationship, more time, more money, whatever it is. What do you want for your life? And then what are the best strategies to go and get it, right? So if we're talking about like force, fight, flow, or feel. That's what I want to talk about tonight. Are you forcing this? Are you pushing so hard into what you want that it's like just running into brick walls over and over and over again? You really just trying to force your way through, just keep banging your head against the wall for what you really, really want to get out of the life. If that's happening, I can tell you right now that's not going to work for long. You're going to drain your energy in the process. It's going to really eat away at you and the passion that you have for getting what you want. Then we have fight. If you're fighting for that, then are you fighting not to let go of something? Are you fighting to move on with something? Because are you feeling that inner resistance that's kind of like, oh, I really want this, but I'm still holding on to that. Or I really want to move forward here, but I've got to let go over here. So you've got like that resistance that you're fighting against, and you just can't seem to figure out how to just release it, how to relax into it, how to breathe with it, right? And the next one is flow, where it's like, okay, I'm just going to go with flow. Sorry, because I love going with the flow, don't get me wrong. But there's a certain amount of default settings that come with that, where if you're just going with the flow and you don't really have a plan and you're not really sure where you want to go, then is that just kind of like weaving you through life in this way that isn't really going to get you where you want to go, because there's no plan of action, there's no visualization, there's no nothing that really has you staying on course. You know, is that the kind of flow? Because these are usually the three ways that people try to work out what they want. They either try to force it, or they fight something inside about how to get it, or else they go with the flow. And the thing is that to a certain extent, all of those can work. And then there's always some sort of thing that gets in the way. Like, it might be 2 weeks in, it could be 2 years in, it could be 10 years in, but somewhere something gets us feeling stopped. And that something is like that big life theme that I talk about that just has you in there going, okay, I've now hit this wall, and for some reason I can, even if I pivot over here and I go to this job, or if I go to this relationship, I still constantly hit this one very particular wall where I just can't seem to move forward anymore. Where I'm not really sure what to do. I'm kind of scared to do it. I don't even know what it would look like. So number one, we really have to kind of really dig in there and try to figure out what that life theme is for ourselves. Really get in there and kind of, figure out what were the things that happened that helped us make choices that are leading to a subconscious authority within our system that's not really letting us move forward in that. And that kind of thing, once that thing is recognized, once we can actually go back there, and you can go back so far. Most people don't think they can, but you can. But once you figure out when that started, it usually starts like before the age of 5. Before the age of 5. When you figure out when that started, then at that point you can kind of see like, wow, I built my whole life around it. You can find out how kind of, not silly it is, but just how your brain was working at that time to kind of make that decision be one that leads your entire life. And that doesn't have to remain that way. That doesn't have to remain hidden from your view. That can be something that's found. Now, when it's found, I'm going to let you know right now, it's painful to get into it. There's pain involved with it, but at the same time, the release is so beautiful. The release of it is so awesome. And then you just see it. You see it everywhere in your life, and you see it coming. And it's kind of fun. It's like this little self-challenge that you have, where it's kind of fun. Now it becomes a game. It doesn't become painful. It's not this huge amount of pain anymore. It's not something where you have to constantly talk yourself up and get yourself pumped up and riled up for the next piece of the game. It becomes just this, wow, like, look at what I can overcome, and have fun doing it. Not try to kick my own ass in the process. So there's that. And that has to do with really feeling your way through it. Really feeling your way into the emotions that got you there, feeling your way through the emotions so that they can be expressed and released. And then feeling your way forward. Feeling your way forward into it by the visualizations. And when I say feel, I literally mean in your body, to the point that your visions, your goals, your decisions about what you want to do with your life resonate. And if it like vibrates within you, and you can feel it happening, you can feel when things are coming together in your favor. If that's the way that things get approached, it's almost like you can't miss. You can't miss, because you're creating it. You're creating it with your energy. You're creating it with your focus. You're creating it with your thoughts, with your words. It's all being created as you speak, as you move. And it's something that when that life theme isn't found, when a lot of those limiting beliefs are there, the big one, the massive one that I call your life theme, when that one is still there, it's almost like this blind spot, and nothing else can be seen. And you run into the wall going, I don't even know what the wall is. I don't know why it's there. I don't know where it came from. And I've got all of these things I want to do. I want to help others. I want to lead things. I want to write a book. I want to pull my family back together. Whatever it is, when you find yourself hitting that wall, just know that's what you're hitting. You're hitting that theme. And you are the one that gets to decide when you want to let it go. You're the one that gets to decide when you want to figure it out. You're the one that gets to decide what you create after it, and how you feel about your life going forward, and how you feel, and you can feel it coming. Like, you can feel when that life theme comes into play. And so you get to decide how, like, I feel it coming. Well, what am I going to do with this? Now that I know it's coming, I can feel it. Well, you can just skyrocket yourself right back out of it. Or you can sit and dwell if you want to. But at least you have the option now. At least it's not this blind, just somebody's coming out and just pulling the rug out from under your feet. At least it doesn't feel like that anymore. It's not something that's this terrifying thing of not wanting to go into this deep hole that you feel you can never get out of. Because that's really what it feels like after a while. It's just becomes this repetitive loop. You feel insane. You feel like you're going crazy. You feel alone. And it doesn't have to feel that way. It can feel fun. It can feel like you're moving forward. It can feel like this incredible game that you're living into. When are you going to step up so you can play? That's the question. Who's ready for that? That's what I want to know. Anyway, all right. I appreciate all of those who chimed in. Unfortunately, the way that I have this running right now is that I can't see who you are, because it's like running on multiple pages. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that. So all of those that did stop in, throw down an emoji, leave a comment, something like that, so I know who you were. I love you, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.